we are on the Pacific Coast Highway. We are just about to turn off onto Decker Canyon Road, LA County Road number 23, if I understand correctly. This is probably one of the most beautiful 10-mile stretches of road that I've seen so far in the state of California. This runs for 9 miles at least of beautiful scenery, twisting roads, switchbacks like you've never seen, and unnecessary signs like this one. The earlier part here from Pacific Coast Highway in for about 3 miles is fairly well populated. A lot of hillside homes, a lot of nicely done gardens, front terraces, and cactus gardens that come right out to the road. I don't know enough about desert plants to say whether they're wild or not, but they certainly are plentiful. Half a mile in, we're beginning to see what Decker Canyon itself is all about. The road is beautiful, nice shape all the way through with reflectors and several stop points, scenic vistas as you can see here, for people who need to take pictures. Also some very, very tight hairpin turns. That is just the first of many that we'll encounter over the next 10 or 15 minutes. One hopes that we don't encounter, in a turn like this, one of the U.S. postal trucks, which tend to fly along here, taking up far more than their allotted portion of the road. Most of the residents, from what I've seen, are quite level-headed about traveling the road, although we have noted at least a couple of, shall we say, higher performance vehicles that have been touring along the road as well. Certainly this is not something that you're going to traverse in the dark at great speed by any means. The road essentially is cut out of the side of the mountain in order to connect various properties along the road, and if you're like that fella in the truck that was pulled over to the side just as we started, you've got your hands full moving along here with any degree of grace whatsoever. The moment we're at about 840 feet of elevation. The road does climb through to its peak, and we'll meet up over towards Agoura Hills, California, and sections of the Mulholland Highway as well. Of course, all this area at one time was underwater, and you can see that by the cut layers or stratified rock faces as we pass some of them, having been thrown up as geologic events were happening, and that's what created the mountains in the first place. Just to add even more excitement, we have a horse crossing here. So we best keep our eyes out, because in a battle of SUV versus horse, neither wins. And beautiful hillside establishments here. As we get further in, wineries are on some of the side hillsides as well. Here you see some of the cactus blooms. And some wildlife having a little time out there in the middle of the road. If you want a restful drive, this is not the road to take. Very honestly, it simply does not quit for 9 to 10 miles. Although I've never run it yet, I intend to at some point. The road certainly reminds me of The Tail of the Dragon, an adventure that awaits most people in the southeastern states. This particular valley, which you can't see where you're not looking into it via the camera, houses a number of fairly large radio telescopes as well. Certainly not Arecibo size, but quite distinctive. I would probably guess that they're 40 to 60 feet in diameter. Now climbed up to about 1,490 feet and still going. Private road there by the name of Foose Road. I wonder if it's anybody we know. Rather nice establishment to the right here. Hillside horses.